Hi, my name is Rachel Martin, and I will be selling the Joe Go straw to Lauren Hobart, the CEO of Dick's Sporting Goods. I would start off by shaking her hand and then saying we were supposed to schedule a meeting last Saturday, but her son had a soccer game. I would start my rapport building there. I would ask if her son played in the game well. She would respond with yes, and he even scored a goal. I would say my sister actually plays soccer, and she's been playing for about 11 years at this point. I would ask what level he is on. She would tell me he's on a travel soccer team that is number 3 in the state. I would connect with that by saying my sister is also on a travel soccer team, and she is 6th in the state, and they actually just went to state cups. I would ask then if any of her other children played sports, and she would say yes, at one point in their lives they always did play sports throughout school. And I would say it was kind of ironic because she manages and is the CEO now of Dick's Sporting Goods. I would then move on to my need determination questions. And the first thing I would ask would be how much money someone usually spends on a coffee maker to go camping. She would respond with around $30. I would then ask how much the person could carry on a hike without getting fatigued. She would respond with, depending on the person, closer to maybe 10 pounds, maybe less, depending on if it's a man or a woman, how old they are, stuff like that. I would ask if it was hard to figure out how to use one of the coffee makers, such as AeroPress. She would respond with, it might be for someone new that is camping and wanted their coffee in the morning. Then I would ask if campers bring along multiple items for the coffee in the morning and also maybe their tea at night. And she would respond with yes, they would have to bring along their coffee maker in the morning, and then they would also have to bring along individual tea bags to use at night, so take up more space. I would also ask then if someone had ever asked her for a better option for the coffee maker because they drank their coffee too fast and it burned their mouth and they have sensitive teeth. She would respond with yes, but she never had any other options to give them. I would then ask if there were multiple colors of the coffee maker she does sell. She would respond with no, they usually just come in the normal black, stainless steel, silver, or clear colors. So there's not really any span of colors. I would then ask if the coffee makers would brew at least 4 cups, and she would say no, they usually just brew maybe up to 2 at one point or at one time. And then I would ask if the people who are camping, if they are usually environmentally friendly. She would respond with yes, because they're camping out in nature and they have to respect basically their home at that point in time. And then I would ask, are the coffee makers they sell at her store hard to clean? She would then say, depending on the person and how long they've been camping, but normally if someone is just getting into camping, it might be a little bit harder to clean than someone who is experienced. I would then say my last question would be, are the coffee makers easy to carry? And she would say, depending on the bag and what they have bringing along with them, other things. Usually not, because the coffee maker that they buy is big and sometimes oddly shaped. I would then start with my hot buttons and benefits. I would say I would like to present to you today the Joe Go straw. It is lightweight and travel size, so the customers don't have to worry about bringing a big bulky bag. They can just slip it maybe in their pant leg or slip it in their backpack or something like that. I would also talk about the different colors the straw comes in. It comes in pebble gray, rose quartz, forest green, and agave blue. So there's different colors for different genders, or if you're going camping with your family and you have a little girl, she could drink her tea at night with maybe her pink straw. So it would be more, she would want to go camping more with her family. I would also talk about the colors, they actually come on the silicone on the top of the metal straw. So this would help with the people who have come to ask her if they have any other options in the store because they drank their coffee too fast and they have sensitive teeth. So the straw is good for your dental hygiene and health. And then I would also say that the straw is environmentally friendly and easy to clean. So you would just rinse it out with water. It's environmentally friendly. It's metal. You don't have to discard a plastic straw or anything like that. I would then get to say that it's also going to save money from buying individual tea bags and buying a more expensive coffee maker that is big and bulky. So I would save money there, and you don't have to bring a lot of stuff along because you're just bringing one tiny straw instead of individual tea bags and a big coffee maker on your trip. Some of the objections I would expect to hear are that it's a little pricey and on the expensive end because it is $17 for the coffee straw. I would respond to that with that it is not just a straw, and you can use it for coffee making, you can use it for loose leaf tea, you can use it for even cocktails. So it's not just a straw, and you'd also be saving money because the AeroPress is $30, and you'd also be saving money with not having to buy the individual tea bags because you can just have your loose leaf tea. Another objection I would expect to hear would be that a lot of people who already camp already have a coffee maker that they bought, and I would respond to this with more people that are new at camping could go for the Jogo coffee straw because it's easier to clean, easier to carry, easier to figure out, and then this might help the people who are experienced in camping want to go for the new Jogo coffee straw. And it is also more compact in their bag, so they can travel longer distances without having to stop for their fatigue and everything like that. I would close at this point, and I would use the question close. So I would ask which straw they would like to start selling, and would they like to start selling just 2 colors, or would they like to start selling 4 colors? I would use this close because it doesn't really give them many ways to say no. It just is asking them how many and which colors they would like to start selling in their stores. So they would have to respond with a yes or something like that, and it just gives them less ways to say no. And that's it. And then at the end, I would fill out all the paperwork, and then I would shake her hand, and then we'd be done.